the end of January, I went into the theatre to watch the commercial comedy Jawaani Jaaneman starring Saif Khan, Tabu, and in her debut role, Alaya F. Saif Khan this year itself has featured in his most financially successful film in the form of Tanaji, and that followed by the fun and quirky vibe of Jawaani Jaaneman had a lot of expectations circling around with the masses as its first look came out. It's important to know that the director Nitin Kakkad, known for the brilliant Filmistan, after his stints of creating production projects to suit the actors like for Mitro with Jackie Bhagnani and The Notebook to launch two new faces, finally gets more creative freedom with this film. The film focuses on Jaswinder Singh, aka Jazz, played by Saif Khan, who is in his mid-40s, living an extremely comfortable and complacent life in London. As a bachelor, a man who loves to drink, party, and get laid after a night in the club, and works in a real estate agency run by the family. The lifestyle of the man-child takes a sharp left turn as he bumps into Tia, played by Alaya F., who claims to be his daughter. How Jazz comes to the conclusive realization that this is true, crosses paths with the mother of the child in the form of a hippie, Ananya, played by Tabu, and how this dysfunctional family tries to fully grasp the gravity of the situation and in simpler terms work things out through several circumstances and challenges as they are tied biologically, is the premise of Jawaani Jaaneman. Here's me telling you the good and bad aspects of the film so that you guys can ultimately decide whether to go for it or not. The underwhelming aspects, subplots and certain sequences. See, it's important to understand that this is definitely not a perfect film. But majority films aren't, so there will be definitely moments where the movie transitions to subplots of inconsequential characters or prolonged sequences to clearly communicate the intended goal, often going into overkill drive. Without ruining much of the plot, there is a sequence of male ego coming into the picture as there is a battle of shots and who can outlast the other that honestly carries on for way too long. There are montages of the mid-40-year-olds dancing in the club to communicate the delusion and denial of characters at their age trying to fit in. These points are enhanced through several characteristics in the film, rather than these lengthy, awkward dance numbers. Chunky Pandey in the film, who manages the club Jazz frequently visits, is highly forgettable in this film. And I don't know what his shtick is, but he sounds exactly like Aakhri Pasta even in this film. Tia, played by Alaya, her love interest Rohan also sticks out like a sore thumb. I'm not exactly sure what was the creative decision behind the odd character, but you constantly wonder when he is in the frame on how such a mature character like Tia is with such a goofball, which brings me to the next point. Character traits. Tia is the child of Ananya and Jazz. Oftentimes, who am I kidding? In many ways, the children are reflections of their parents. Ananya is a calm and carefree hippie who literally is okay with sending her 21-year-old daughter to another country to find her father. And Jazz is a man-child who strays away from the concept of responsibility or commitment. So how such characters produce a mature and pragmatic kid like Tia, who is 21 by the way, is tough to digest. She speaks to everyone kindly, makes friends easily, has a deep empathy for others. Children often become an amalgamation of the way they were raised, but the parents are so eccentric and honestly weird in this film, you wonder how Tia is so level-headed and a product of these two wacky characters. The good. Chemistry and performances. The strongest quality of this film are undoubtedly the performances and the chemistry shared between several actors. Saif Khan over the years has proven with his eccentric choices on just what a versatile actor he is. It's good to see him in a breezy commercial comedy, and he is so bloody good at a man who shudders at the very thought of a family and children. Jazz in secrecy dyes his hair and embarrassingly uses prescription glasses. Even though a character like Jazz can come across as loserish and honestly just a perpetually horny middle-aged man, there is an effortless charm to the way Saif portrays the immature Jazz. Alaya is the daughter of Pooja Bedi and the granddaughter of Kabir Bedi. Now I don't know whether it's in the genes or the sheer hard work that I get to hear about in her interviews, but Alaya on the big screen was a complete natural. There is a sense of ease in her presence and delivery of dialogues. In many ways, Alaya perfectly caught hold of the pitch of the film, not exaggerating in comical scenes and similarly taking an understated approach with dramatic scenes. The chemistry she shares with Saif in the film grows on you as the creators intended to design it. Tabu, despite having an extremely brief role, is simply hilarious. She reminds me of that one family member everyone has that constantly yaps about chakras, spirituality and connecting with nature in family gatherings. Her back and forth with Saif and her odd but relatable reactions are extremely memorable in the film. In other brief roles, Kumud Mishra as Jazz's brother, Farida Jalal as Jazz's mother are veterans in the game, so every frame they feature in, they prove why they are respected in the industry. Cobra Set, an actor that I really want to see in more films as Jazz's hairstylist and friend, leaves a lasting impression. She is naturally funny and shares some brilliant chemistry with Saif in this film. Dialogues. Hussain and Abbas Dalal are credited as the writers of the film, and the dialogues of this film have a unique quality of being extremely real, a feature that is often tough to find in commercial Hindi movies these days. Just citing a few examples, you generally have hilarious moments where you think that would be anyone's reaction, and in emotional scenes it doesn't take the preachy route. When Tia tells Jazz that it might be possible that he is her father, he thinks about the incident and reaffirms that it is not possible because मैं guard के बिना batting नहीं करता. When Tabu's character is judging Saif's lifestyle of microwaving food, Saif replies to her by saying, "आधा किलो तंबाकू पी लेती और microwave से cancer होगा." The funniest, according to me, was the moment where the entire family has landed up at Jazz's house and he feels there has been a complete invasion of privacy. To which Tabu replies, "Time and space is just a concept." To which Saif replies, "To sadak pe reh lo." I have to conclude by saying that Jawaani Jaaneman is a breeze of a film. Yes, the resolutions to certain contentions in the plot are very easily and conveniently found, and it does stray into minor subplots and features oddly written supporting characters, but the film with its performances and its writing honestly comes across as a fun and enjoyable watch. It has genuinely heartfelt and effortlessly funny moments that lead to an enjoyable movie-going experience. It's not perfect, but it ain't that bad either. And that was the video, guys. Write down in the comments below what you thought about the movie. Please don't forget to follow me on Instagram. The handle's right in front of you. Follow me at JammyPants4. Also, please support us by smashing the like button and subscribing to our channel for weekly content ahead. Thank you for watching.